guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is a full glam look. I am actually on my way to my work holiday party with my cute little jumper. I really like the look and the way it turned out. I was able to use a few new products that I recently got in some purchases as well as gifts. So I was able to use a couple new shadows that I haven't used before and I really like them. I used some coppers and golds. It's a really obtainable look, so anyone can do that. I hope you guys really like the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.
Hey guys, so starting out tonight, we are going in with our moisturizer beforehand. So I went ahead and already moisturized before I started. I'm focusing on my eyes first tonight since I am planning on doing a more of a smoky eye. I want to make sure that my eyes are done first so I don't have any fallout on my foundation. So as you saw, I went ahead and primed my eyes starting with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Here I am setting that with any neutral color shadow just to make the blending of my other shadows a lot easier down the road. I start out with my brow highlight first just to make sure again that blending in from the transition color goes smoothly. I'm starting out with more cool tone shadows this time. I went in with the Urban Decay Basics palette and started out just blending in the lighter brown shade into my crease on both sides to start with a gradient effect. I also make sure to use a bigger, fluffier brush on that just to spread out that eyeshadow a little bit smoother into my crease. Here you can see I am taking a darker brown shadow from that same palette, using a denser, smaller crease brush in order to build up that color and create definition for the eyes. So here again, I am going back in with that first brush that I used and a little bit more of that lighter brown shadow to just make sure that the blending is seamless. So next I'm going in with a new product from Sleek Makeup, a glitter eyeshadow. I put this on with my finger just to build up the color. And here I am actually building up that color a little bit more in the crease. I noticed that it was blending away a little bit when I put on that shimmer shade. So I want to make sure that this is really smoky and intense. And again, my eyeshadow was not as intense as I wanted it to be. So I used a little bit of Fix Plus and wet that shadow from Sleek and put that on, which as you can see makes it way more intense than it previously was. I'm also adding a little bit of gold to the center of my lid to make it pop a little bit more as well, since, you know, this is glam, this is holiday, we can do that. Again, going in with that smaller blending brush just to build up that color even more. So next, with a very small liner brush, I'm going to take a little bit of Fix Plus and black eyeshadow to put some black next to my lash line to help define my lashes and make them look a little bit bigger. I do prefer doing this with a shadow since, as you can see, I can go ahead and blend that out with a bigger brush to make that a little bit more smoky as well. So next I'm going to clean up a little bit under my eye with a makeup removing wipe just to get those lines clean and start priming. Now this is a new primer that I am trying out and I think I like it. I will go ahead and link it down below. It is from Marc Jacobs and I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. It is extremely pricey. So I'm going to go ahead and spread that out, blend it in really, really well to my skin. I want to make sure that it really sinks in so that it can really adhere that makeup to my face. And yes, I turn red. Next, I'm going to go in with a new foundation I recently got. It is again from Marc Jacobs and I really do like this one. So I was able to pick up a sample at Sephora and test it out before I made the plunge and purchased it, since it is pricey for a foundation, but again, I do feel like it is really worth it. I am taking a larger brush in order to blend this into my skin. Now, I did cut out quite a bit of me putting this on because I do blend for quite a while, but I do want to make sure that my foundation is seamless when I apply it. So next I am going in with another new product, which I am in love with. This is a new concealer from Tarte. I can't quite remember exactly what it's called. I think it's like the Shape Tape Concealer. It is only available at Ulta, and I do love this. Totally would recommend it. Totally full coverage. I am going a little overkill with this. I do have two shades, one that's really light and one that's slightly too dark, so I am mixing these two together. Again, it is a full coverage, so it does give me a flawless finish, which is what I'm looking for. Now to blend this out, I use my handy dandy beauty blender. I make sure to wet that before I start blending out my concealer. Blend it out really good under my eyes first, down around my mouth in my smile lines, because yes, I am not that old, but I am starting to see those, and I want to make sure that they are covered up as much as possible. Again, around my eyes and all down my nose and forehead. Blend, blend, blend. So once I am done blending in that concealer, you'll want to make sure to always set that, especially for myself. I am getting a little bit more oily in my T-zone since I moved. I am noticing that that is a little bit of a change. So I need to make sure to set my under eyes as well as around my nose and my forehead, and just in general set my face. I am using a bigger brush here to set the rest of my face with just a slight bit of powder and wipe away any sort of excess powder. So as you could see, I did lose a little bit of that intensity in my eyeshadow when I was going in with that concealer. I used slightly too much concealer around my eyes, so I am going back in with a little bit of shadow to just blend that out again, make sure it is seamless. Here I am taking my bronzer, the Hoola bronzer. I love this one. Around my forehead to create some depth and definition, down my cheekbones, again to make that look more contoured and hollowed out on both sides of my face, obviously, and just really making sure to blend that in. I also take that underneath my chin and down my neck, again for a seamless blend. So no full glam look would be complete without that slight nose contour. I'm going in here contouring my nose just slightly with a fluffier, smaller brush from Morphe. Again, I will list that down below. Now, I don't do this on the daily, but when I want to be glam, I want to be glam and include this in my routine. So here I am just taking a small little pencil brush and blending in some of that shadow that I had from above down into the bottom of my eyes, underneath my lash line. Again, this helps to open up my eyes a little bit more since my eyes are quite small. I do always like to put shadow underneath my eyes. And as you can see, I am blending that top shadow into that bottom shadow. And again, going in with the same colors that I used from the top in the bottom. Next, I am highlighting. I am using the Jaclyn Hill face palette. You can see it a little bit there. Highlighting the tops of my cheekbones, center of my forehead, nose, and Cupid's bow. My camera did cut out, so the lighting did change a little bit, but I am going in with some blush and some inner corner highlight, because glam that up. So next up, I will be setting my makeup with the All Nighter Setting Spray from Urban Decay. Really love this one, makes my makeup stay on all night, getting that really good to set all of those powders down in place. I am then using a MAC lip liner pencil. I believe this is a Pro lip liner. I will list the color down below, filling in my entire lips, and then using a Kat Von D studded lipstick. Again, I will list that down below in order to add some more color. And that's about it, guys. I hope you like that look, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.